craft is ready to sail.
Human, what are you doing on Gek's raft? Where's Gek? Who are you? All right. No reason to get your tongue in a twist. Well, come on. Let's get you to shore. You'll need to report to the sergeant. You lot, keep patrolling. I'm heading back with this one.
You continue forward in silence until the lights of a camp twinkle through the murk.
Sideways. We've got a welcoming party.
You shithead! Time you showed up, we got trouble.
Spit it out! Sergeant finally choked on True Soul Near's prick.
Rugno! The twat soul caused a rockfall. Trapped tighter than a ring on a fat finger.
You're shitting me. You pay up?
That's the trouble. He's got the gold on him. Sergeant's arm is falling off with all the gnome slaves she's been beating. Who's the hoon, Greyman? Another slave for the dig?
Aye. One of those absolute crackpots. Found the hoon sailing Gek's skiff.
That's so.
You feel the slightest of stirrings in your head. The Dwergar is not infected, yet your minds resonate.
I'll be... You ain't shitting. Felt the tingle. Your twat-soul chum owes us a load of coin. You want through? Make a donation. Unclog your hole. Just shitting around. But I'm warning you. That twat soul ain't settled up soon. There'll be hell to pay for the lot of you cult buggers.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon. Thank you. Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent. I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy. Who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mysteries. The goddess Mistra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse. And later, even my lover. Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mistra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries. I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale? Very well. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a... I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic, so he almost managed, but not quite. And his entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down. The magic that was unleashed that day was... Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? The answer was to try. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince me. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book. Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mouth, its teeth, its claws. It's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And God says it ever hungry.
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me out. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my... As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Or I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Nether, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
You thrice-damned rotten bastard! You've been the great...
I swear to you I wasn't. But I've no choice but to admit I am now. Perhaps it would be best if I leave. Put as much distance between us as I can before... We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, all of this, it must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways. Once I'd step out of the protective aura of the artifact, I would consume some midnight tears and venture as deep into the Underdark. With a bit of luck, I've managed to make it to a mind flare colony so that when the orb erupts, it wouldn't be a heroic end. But coarsely poetic enough in its justice.
You'd even consider letting him stay? We must be...
I'm in two minds. And frankly, don't care a great deal. Either decision is fine by me.
That is. Truly our soul steals my own. Thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I stand at a precipice. But if you... Now. Even I am tired of this. Charmed, I'm sure.
I'll give you that.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Assume nothing.
You ain't been the same since I robbed you. Dead in the same. I see you scanning the lot of us.
No time to dally.
Good thing you got me. You wouldn't survive a 10-day on your own. 10-day. Consistent. I'll give you that.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
A dull crystal glowing only faintly. You rack your brains, but it is, for all intents and... You feel your consciousness stretch, reach out, A dull crystal glowing only faintly. You heard its like described before. A memory shard used to store brief mental impressions from the user's mind. The crystal's glow swells, drawing you into its depths. You are transported somewhere deep. Within the Underdark's bowels, beyond an ancient stronghold, an echoing clang, and you're back to yourself.
Adamantine forge. Such would be a rare and valuable find indeed.
Tempers are rising. It's clear not everything...
Dead drow publicly displayed. The Dwergar are sending a message.
Far as I know.
Tempers are rising.
Don't like Absolute must have took you in. Me? Who else? My spiders sussed them out of hiding, caught them sniffing around, hung them here as a warning. Ain't no one drew.
They appear to be in conflict. The larger spider versus the other three. Not for communal use, it seems. Best shows...
No one stopped me yet.
Let's sure here to kick some stiffs. Nah, rockfall smashed them. The half that weren't crushed are digging the true soul out of the wreckage. You gotta be kidding.
Rocks.
You spot a shiny trinket on one of the corpses.
Hey, what are you... Something caught your eye, eh? That's grand. I'd be willing to let you take it, too. For a minute, and get your face out of my... Let anyone in around here.
Anyone.
Eat and drink freely, for the lady doth come.
It's Skick Pit, you piss pot.
Another ounce, piss pot. You flirt. Now jump to it.
I think we've found two Dwegar. We're gonna get...
True soul, yeah? Tell the sergeant we won't move a pebble. You just take one. They're swarm, they'll squirm a bit. All it takes is a stiff crop to get them in line. And I don't like pig shit. You want respect? Let your absolute... Hey! Stick shit! Where's much coming right up? Piss pot. Stick shit? Talks like smug, and he...
And then shagged it.
Here's to smug! Shit. You got one of Nair's moon lanterns, Jarg. One of them pixie lamps. If you're headed to...
Toplands are clogged with the Death Dark. Choke you in no time.
You daft? It's there in the name. Shadows up there, black as the lower dark. A few...
He speaks of the shadow curse. Moonrise must be close, but it would be foolish to press on before seeking out this near.
Chuk. More time wasted. If only you feared the...
Stinking snitch. No one drugs with Clan Flameshade.
What's a fort like this doing in the Underdark?
Fascinating architecture.
Come into her shadow.
Doesn't match the style
Let
of
all
any
that is
Underdark
past
civilization
be
that I know of.
forgotten.
Quiet. I'm thinking. Probably inhabited.
How peculiar. Smooth face. A sun dweller in these parts. Look here, my topside friend. I need the rock. Take a look. Tell me what you see. And be thorough.
Several glassy stones stand out in the debris. The hottest of flames smoothed the stone and left sulfuric crystals behind. The fires of the hells have touched Grimforge. The statue's meandering curves and golden edges. You consider the difference.
Anything standing out?
Boulders and stone bricks of various sizes clutter the corridor. Many split. No quake brought these rocks down. They were smashed through.
What do you think? Yes, the rubble. Oh, it was a great beast that tore the... Sulfur. Of course. Alas, you've left me with more questions than answers. Well, let's see what you've got. That's all then.
Look at the skeletons.
Dark Justicia uniforms. These were Shah worshippers. The same as me.
Still, if whatever managed to murder a...
Trap. Be cautious.
Speak. Quickly. It is a I had assumed our parasites served a Geich elder. But I believe they... A question that elders and collectives abide. And now this voice, this creed, finds our own. Mark my word. You might as well consume all the Geich tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven. And when the tadpole has stretched, it won't hear my faith in Vlaakith will guide me, and my own might.
Lovely day, this. For now.
Oh, action, not reaction.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Reinforcements, huh?
If
you aren't here to and if you are...
Shh.
A god? Perhaps. Why would gnomes make such a thing? What would the...
A rune of some sort.
The Harper said
Must be
the
in one
Harper
of
would
these
never
chests,
leave their
then.
stash exposed like that.
All of them, should we be lucky.
Unless it's a trap.
That might be worth a look.
My. Mimic. I'm the last one you've tried to ambush, you craven thing. These mortals be?
I am fury. I am death.
Got to keep fighting.
Well, so much for peace.
I am fury. I am death.
can't afford to let up.
No time to waste.
I'll fall before my time.
Got to focus. No time for pain. Take you.
No gloom, all doom.
No time for mercy.
should I do?
May the gods take you first.
Quite the cozy setup you have. My reset. It's not too deep.
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly with the needle.
Don't fidget. The
needle finds the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns. Pain.
I think
The needle seesaws.
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way. I shall need a more...
Volo carefully withdraws the needle from your eye. Then, reaching into his... Volo slowly brings the ice pick closer to your eye.
Now.
Cold metal presses against the tap.
Do you feel that? Ha! I think we have the blighter on the run. I agree. It's a feisty critter. Just a little further. Drat.
He pauses, looks down at your eye, and recoils slightly.
There appears to be an amount of cosmetic damage. Please, try not to overexert yourself. I can't help but feel... Take this. A far superior Try it on for size. And, I'm sure you'll sort out your little brain problem. Well, terribly sorry, ma... Ta.
your desire.
I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Very well.
Oakfather's blessings to you. Impressive. Most would quake at the mere thought of delving that far into the Underdark. What did you find? I'm certain. The Underdark is it may prove impossible to avoid the Shadow Curse entirely. But if you find any way to limit your exposure... I studied one up close. Closer than a drow attacked me and I hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to... Those illithid creatures... There's also... I helped over... If I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse, just as you find a cure for your infection. Perhaps. But we'll need to get close. Put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse... Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done... But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Arid... Well... There's hardly... Well, Ketheric thought... I studied the Shadow Curse for years. But to true...
You carry a Githyanki relic. I will have an explanation. Or your head.
Walk away. Now. I won't warn you again. That artifact is heirloom. Plunder from some conquered realm, more like. This artifact is the only thing keeping us from becoming slaves to our parasites.
The bad blood must be purged.
You mean I'd get to prove you wrong and... Get some rest, Lae'zel. You'll need... You had every chance to look the other way. But here we are.
Spare me the justifications, coward.
If anyone asks, I'll say you were transforming. Don't expect to be mourned. She's a liability. It's the artifact we need, not her.
Let me up, and I'll show you.
Can I do that, Lae'zel?
Never.
Loosen the grip on your pride for one blasted moment.
What would you have? That we be...
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But imagine what we might achieve if we channeled some of...
I really thought a pity. It would have made for a fine night's entertainment. What's to tell? Everything before that is so long ago it's ancient history. And everything that came after, well, who knows? But maybe answers. If we can convince the right people to talk. Why do you... I was a slave. Perhaps I still am. But now, I've been conveniently lost. I was attacked. A gang of... They beat me to death's door when... Given that my... It was only afterwards I realized just how long. It's simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn... In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. People think the biggest threat to a vampire is a cleric with a stake. The biggest threat to a vampire? So why would any vampire give up Trust me. It doesn't. I've already apologized. Unless you're looking for another nibble. Fine. But now that you know what I am, I can fight with all... As am I. I'm starting to feel a little peckish already.
So, have we buried the hatchet, Lae'zel?
No. Why would I bury a weapon? Is it broken?
There's something I've been wanting to share with you, if now's a good time. It's... Use the tadpole. The connection. I don't remember how it started. She asked my name. Can't remember what I said. Can't remember anything before those words. All I know is she saved my life and gave me a new home with Lady Shah. It hurts.
You remember that it is common amongst Selûne's followers to send their children into the woods alone, a rite of passage to find their way home. Perhaps this one has gone awry.
You're reading too much into things. A childhood bauble, that's all. Just because Selûnites claim something doesn't mean they own it. Lady Shah. She made me who I am. At least as best... Perhaps I was. She sent me on this mission, after all. Very serious of you. But go ahead. Even if I could remember, I'm not sure I'd tell you. I don't want your ego to get overinflated. Fine. What's on your mind? Quite splendidly, to give credit where it's due. We aren't dear friends, but I trust we can all sleep a little more soundly in camp now. Relax. We'll kiss. Someone prodding at a newly opened wound doesn't help, Matt.
This ain't a show. Another scrying eye. Same as the goblins had. Someone's watching.
Better be careful around it.
stare into the eye. The longer you stare, the more uneasy you feel. There is a presence. You are seen. You attacked someone. Only the guards are allowed to do that, as this one is about to demonstrate. They believe you. For now. But the scrying eye seems oblivious to you.
Why would no one make such a thing?
You're the expert. Why don't you tell me?
Speak. The scrying eye.
The walls are deep, no me.
The drow size, they're police. I'm thinking, snitch. No. Brought it down, you think?
Friends in a right, Ball-egg. What you want, anyway? Here to yap or looking to buy? Dry land means fresh stock. Come back anytime.
Drugging in trousseau, getting him.
Move it!
Digging again, and I'll bleed you dry! Bugger off!
What now? Scrying eye. Nair says the absolute scryers see through him. Watching. You don't know about the seat of the absolute? No doubt you'll see it for yourself soon enough. Poorly, obviously. Tunnel collapse. Now move.
The parasite stares, but it...
A true soul, eh? Useless. Glad you're here to take responsibility. Tunnels collapse. He's stuck in there with poisoned geezers. We don't get 'em out soon. It's both. Place is older than bone dust. Previous tenants. Get near out, and you'll have the Absolute's blessing. No doubting that. Entrance to an ancient temple. General's orders near. He got me to recruit non. They don't get paid soon. I'll have a riot on my hands. Not a one. Unless you count tacking aboleth fangs to my whipping cane. That's so. Go on up.
Remember, things could always get worse for you.
Attack someone. Only the guards are allowed to do that, as this one is about to demonstrate. The guard is impassive. Your little speech was unconvincing. Gold may have made your problem. As you near the rubble, a fragmented voice clutches at your mind.
A true soul. Finally. You must clear rubble. Expedition. Passage trapped. Get.
View through Nir's eyes is a blur. You only make out a bit of rubble and few moving figures. The harder you look, the fuzzier the images become, until there is only grey. You sense Nir's frustration.
Choking.
You sense Nir.
Keep digging!
Much as I'd love to chat, I'm not allowed social. These brutes are no mere goblins. I doubt you could take them on.
You will. If you are successful, that would be most...
The gnomes speak in soft whispers, the words all but lost in the hot air.
We'll never get through. We need that... Philommene's gone, and if she's smart, tell the sergeant where she... Forget the smoke powder! They'd kill Phil on the spot! I won't let you do it!
Praise Ironhand. Larit, Mom. Our friends are trapped in...
Bug, please. Truce or Nir will... You know what he'll do.
Bug, don't!
I've got no... A few days back, there was a... We set a spot for hiding. If Philomene made it, you'll find her there. She'll have the stuff to blow that tunnel wide open and get Veldron and the rest out. Incredible news.
Can you hear me?
Finally. worthless slaves.
Does not fail. You care for the weak, true soul. Most curious. And so you say. And yet the absolute Vryn, carve out her. If she indeed is a true soul, let the absolute. You are a traitor. Dwegar, this true soul has betrayed her.
Heat up some rocks! Let's see.
Charming.
Move, Hoon! I don't have time for Drugnan outsiders.
The parasite stares.
A true soul, eh? Glad you're here to take responsibility. Tunnels collapsed. He's stuck in there with poisoned geezers. We don't get him out soon, it's both our heads. Not a one. Unless you count tacking aboleth fangs to my whipping cane. Place is older than... Get near out, and you'll have the Absolute's blessing. No doubting that. Entrance to an ancient... He got me. They don't get paid soon. I'll have a riot on my hands. You gonna just leave him in there to... On the double, you pricks! Before I carve my name...
Bugger off!
Gnomes speak in soft whispers, the words all but lost in the hot air.
We'll never get... Philommene's gone, and if she's... Tell the sergeant where she went. Forget the smoke powder. They kill Phil on the spot. I won't let you do it.
Nothing. Please, stay your cane. We'll have True Soul near out in no time.
Praise Ironhand. Mom, our friends are trapped in the cave-in.
Bug, please. True Soul near will... You know what he'll do.
Lunkbug, don't!
A few days back, there was we set a spot for hiding if Philomene made it. You'll find her there. She'll have the stuff to blow that tunnel wide open and get Beldron and the rest out.
Please, please don't hurt my Phil. I beg you.
Hurry! Our people won't last in that cave-in.
Ah. Much as I'd love to chat, I'm not allowed social breaks. These brutes are no mere goblins. I doubt you could take... You will. If you are...
My sister's in there!
Drugnan Trousseau getting himself trapped. Let him...
Faster, shitheads!
Yes, Trousseau? Scrying eye. Nair says the Absolute scryers. You don't know about the seat of the Absolute? No doubt you'll see it for yourself.
Looks like someone's not a fan of Shah. Smeared the Absolute symbol all over her.
Remember, things could always get worse for you.
The traitor Kithrak takes great interest in this relic of yours, Shadowheart. Or should I say, weapon? What are you hiding?
Nothing. I assume your kin are just as misguided as you are.
Keep crying for your sister, and I'll personally rip off her head when you dig her out!
Seems thievery is not permitted here. Unfortunately for you, killing thieves is positively encouraged. Some guards would appreciate your generosity, but not this one. This one prefers old-fashioned justice.
Looks like someone's not a fan of Shah. Smeared the Absolute symbol all over her.
In soft whispers, the words all but lost in the hot air.
Lungbug, we're working as we can, Mom.
Nothing. Please, stay your cane. Please,
Quiet, Lungbug.
Ah. Much as I'd love to chat, I'm not allowed. These brutes are no mere goblins. You will.
You better hope your little tricks didn't harm the true son!
First, heat up!
Charming.
Move, Hoon! I don't have time for poorly of his. Now move.
The parasites.
A true gladiator. He's stuck in there with poisoned geezers. We don't get him out soon. It's both our. You gonna just on the double, you prick?
Drug intruder.
An outsider.
Seen her run with a barrel of someone.
Can't go chasing maybes.
Or would you look at
A shiver runs through you.
true soul, no less? What do you think, Kerr? Should we take Nir's debt off her? The stench. If I didn't know, should split your head open and poke around in there if you lot don't pay up. I ain't parleying with more twat.
Drop it, Britvar.
Fine. Spill what you want.
The shiver returns.
The stench don't lie. You're one of them. Drunken true souls. Can still smell Nir from behind that damned wall. He stinks to the... In that case, want to earn some gold? Ain't my gold, I'm... Thrin's after the Absolute's glory. That's why she's got those... But we ain't need glory. Just coin. Help Thrin free Nir. Then you and my chum, whatever the spoils, we'll drop you a fat cut. You in? Half? You drugnin. Fine. Half it is. But you need to bust. Some days back, a slave gnome bolted with smoke, but her crew know more than they're letting on. See, now move. You're hot. Pull Nir from the rubble. Some days back, us bet her once Nir's out. Pull Nir from the rub. Good. Drop it near the rubble when it's time. Flaming arrow or some such.
Saw you arriving. Almost put a hole in your boat.
Yes, true soul. Scrying eye. Nair says the Absolute scryed. You don't know about the seat of the Absolute? That's so. Go on already.
Hope this ends well.
Get out of the way! One spark and it'll blow.
You stop digging again, and I'll bleed you dry!
Veldron, can you hear me? Veldron!
Finally. Worthless.
Does not.
Beldron! No!
Thrin. The absolute...
Me and mine worked flat out. I was cracking the whip day and night. Tell him, true soul.
Near pities you, Thrin. Your...
Hell's bloody hell's had enough of your shit. You come turning my people, striking Thrin dead, and...
Drop the blade, Dwergar. You shall...
You're damn right I'll have it. Me and that one.
You bargained with this wretch. How vexing. True soul, prove your faith. Strike him down. Fool. You're... my thrall.
Impero. Impero.
Death is but a word away.
Can't even catch my breath. Here we go again.
Impero. Invisibilis.
incoming.
Board is set.
With ease.
Some healing for a wizard in need.
Allow me. You bow.
I speak, they burn.
Blood comes easy these days.
time to waste.
What now?
Make way.
Where do I go from here?
Victory awaits.
Another parasite.
Schindilrin's shithouse. You see it? Cockstench had a wriggler in his skull. All the more reason to clear out. Here's your cut. Extra too, like I promised. Clan, grab your gear, wipe your asses. Time I scrammed before more pricks from Moonrise Towers move in. Your brain going mushy, Shark. That's where those absolute freaks hole up. Goblins, drow. The way I hear tell, some prick there calls it. And there ain't no way I'm sticking around long enough to meet him.
Object catches your eye. A lantern, it seems. Though no light flickers within.
Is this the moon lantern?
A thick layer of dust coats the bottom of the lantern.
Broken. This might make passing the cursed lands complicated.
To all appearances, the dust seems quite ordinary. Nothing about the lantern strikes you as unusual. Not everyone subscribes to what is mine. Tempers are rising. It's clear not...
Drugnin drow. Messing...
I got big plans for us. Ain't no...
broken moon lantern.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Quite ready for you.
Action, not reaction.
Let's get going.
Which way to the nearest library?
right. What now? What's next? On I go. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Seek and you shall find me.
Blacket's will be done.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
indolence breeds madness.
In the beginning came morning, then night. Two sisters clashed, one dark and one light.
No one back home will ever believe this. The still mold, used in forges to cast armor and weapons.
My faith protects me. Let's get on with it.
I don't suppose there's a stairs, is there?
No rest for the wicked, I see.
A long way to go still.
Excellent choice.
What's next, I wonder?
What to do? Light on my feet.
Can't give up. Got to move.
These boots have seen everything. Now is not the time.
Got to press on.
Little busy.
My faith will protect me. I'm ready.
Time to push my luck again.
Lost in thought.
Looking ahead. Platform's covered in rust. Must be older than bone dust.
A long way from Waterdeep.
No time to rest.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
Never a dull moment.
At the ready.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Or...
You wish to speak?
My faith will guide me.
You wish to speak?